Last night, 2020, King of the Death Matches.
Deathmatch.
Phew.
Fuck, that's some brutal way to make $25.
He made a little more.
These poor fucking guys, and
No, poor guys. They decide to do this.
I guess. What was the winner's name? What's his name again?
Well, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So,
You want a few honorable mentions?
we'll
Gary
go
J.
through the matches. Talk about everyone. First match we saw was Ricky Shane Page. He's a big boy.
Big boy.
Versus Schlack.
Oh, Schlack.
Who's
What a
not
psycho.
a big guy, but he's just tattooed.
And muscular, though. He's thick boy.
He's on steroids.
It's beef. No, I don't know. I think he just powerlifts a lot.
No.
Tattoo across his belly. Drunk.
Great.
Nothing funny about that.
They were in a construction death match.
Nice. That was, God, so much blood.
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're having it, the arena they have it seems to be, we weren't sure if it was unfinished, like they were constructing it or like
Or about to tear it down.
Yeah. It was very bright because the walls were just white.
Yeah.
So the light was reflecting. They had like 23 people in the audience.
No, 50.
50.
I think that's all they could do with COVID stuff.
Where did it take place? Indiana?
In
Pawnee?
Connorsville.
Connorsville. Sounds made up, right? Connorsville, Indiana. Few thick folks in the crowd.
Call them two-seaters.
Call them two-seaters. But man, I was into it. I was really enjoying the death matches.
I love it.
And you know what? There was a few moments where you actually saw some real wrestling. Couple choke slams, couple top ropes.
Yeah, like these guys for the most part, okay, they're the top end of deathmatch wrestling, but they still wrestle. Like they know how to wrestle. They're not just blood and guts guys.
No, but they are also blood and guts guys.
Very much that, but they wrestle.
Yeah.
Like they're not just fucking mutilating each other. They're having a match.
Right.
And mutilating each other.
A little bit of both.
It's both.
God.
So you like death matches, eh?
I do. Yeah. Like the light tubes.
Yeah.
Like barbed wire.
Yeah.
I like, what was the one guy that had forks?
Yeah, he just came into the ring with forks.
And they had like this styrofoam thing where they jammed a bunch of forks pointy side up.
Ugh.
And he got body slammed on it or something. Oh, they just stuck in for a
Because
moment.
the first time, he got slammed, then like
he landed
stuck
funny.
into the side. Yeah.
Ugh. Some guy got like light particles in his eye. Was that Murdoch?
No, that was this guy's name. Dale Patricks.
He probably lost his vision in an eye.
He was probably the worst wrestler.
He did all right though. He made it to like semifinals.
He did. He beat Arrow Boy.
That's pretty good.
In a what was called a high impact tables death match. So the tables had like light bulbs.
Yeah, they were lit up too.
And
that was kind of neat.
And then I don't know, they built this structure on one of the sides of the ring.
It was like a post.
Yeah, it was like a post with like ladder rungs,
Kinda.
So Arrow Boy, who's the high flyer wearing a mask, he's gonna do something. He tries to climb up it, and the thing just falls apart.
Pretty much. It's so poorly constructed.
It's just such redneck shit. It's just like, what are you guys doing?
It's just so poorly done. Like real rednecks probably could have put that together nicely.
It's just like, how did you think that would work?
I don't know. You don't even have.
And Arrow Boy's like, oh fuck this. Like,
I'm not even doing this.
Trying this.
I'll take a light tube directly to the face.
Doesn't try.
I ain't climbing this. Someone could get really hurt. These guys are fucked though.
We had John Wayne Murdoch.
Yeah.
Versus Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd's a different boy. That's his nickname.
He's a different boy.
Different boy.
What's different about him?
Well, he's in deathmatch. He's only like 22 or 3.
He's young.
Young boy. They had a medieval deathmatch. That's when the guy had. He had like a mace.
Yeah.
Came out. That was pretty cool.
God, it's brutal stuff.
What do you think of it, like overall? Like, I love death matches. I've been to Tournament of Death twice.
Yeah, that's crazy. They've actually. I don't know if I'd go to. I wouldn't travel that far for it. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
If there was one in the city, yeah, okay, I'd go that. I'm not gonna fucking Delaware to sleep in a field to watch death matches. So I don't love it like you love it.
I slept in a hotel, sir. I got drunk in the field.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I like because it's a different type of competition. It's almost like who can take the most pain.
For sure.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like to see a high pain tolerance. And I like blood.
There's that like wrestling already has that danger, but this is like, well, someone might get like really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like Dale Patrick's for sure has eye issues for the rest of his life.
There's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't. He made $41.
They rounded it up to 45.
Well, I mean, there's not many people in the audience. How much can tickets to this fucking thing be?
I don't know. Like that was more like they'd be more people if COVID wasn't a thing, right?
I guess.
So that was.
I guess. But yeah, the one thing that's really we noticed about at least this particular deathmatch tournament, they have a ref in the ring. Fine, I guess there's supposed to be rules, and there are pins.
Yeah.
So you can actually pin a guy.
That's how you win, yeah.
The ref wasn't wearing a mask, and not because of COVID, but just from the light tube dust that was in the air.
Right.
And in your eyes, probably, that you wouldn't even know until the next day you woke up. You'd open your lids, and you would just cry blood, probably.
Well, that's what we were saying. It's like, oh, all the audience is wearing masks now because of COVID. Meanwhile, they've been to death matches for years with light breathing in the spooky dust.
Yeah. That's a fun word for it, when it's actually quite probably detrimental to your health.
No, it's
poison.
100% causes cancer. Like,
and you could, it's like a
carcinogenic.
fog when they really get going. The light tube, it's a fog in the ring. Like, I'm like, I can kind of see what's happening because there's so much poison cancer in the air.
Eric Ryan, who's Fork guy, he fought Jeff King.
My cousin.
I thought I wanted Jeff King to go all the way.
He did not.
He did
Spoiler
not.
alert.
He's just like an old school wrestler.
But
First
he's like
deathmatch tournament.
31 years old. They're like, oh, poor old Jeff King. Like, how old is he?
He's like 35. Wrestled for 20 years.
He seems fine.
Pains of glass match.
Yeah.
And Jeff King started bleeding a lot.
Oh, yeah. The glass was pretty bendy for this particular.
Let's play. Like, it breaks.
Wasn't up to code. Wasn't code glass.
Well, you want bendy glass.
I guess
you want
so.
It to break, you know?
Oh, yeah. And then one of the best parts about the tournament was that as the wrestlers progressed through, when they came out for their next match, you just see all the dry blood on their pants.
Yeah.
And my wife showed up later on to pick me up. She's like, oh, those are kind of interesting pants. Like, they have all this, like, maroon patterns on them. I'm like, hon, that's blood. That's
blood.
dried
Some
blood.
black trunks with
Yeah.
blood all over it.
From all sorts of different people.
I want to talk about the cleanup crew.
Oh, my God, the fucking cleanup crew.
So between every match, there's glass, there's whatever, right?
So mismanaged. This death match is almost as mismanaged as the Ferrari Formula One team. Nobody's in control over there.
No one's in control.
You have some bitch from the front audience probably in flip-flops.
In flip-flops.
And the thin, not even like thick Crocs, I mean like paper flip-flops.
Yeah. Like dollar
Sweeping
store
up
flip-flops.
glass shards, light tube shards. Sorry, I'm spitting. Fucking thumbtacks. Flip-flops.
And they're just like, no organization. No. So they're sweeping it in like one area, then they just stop and then go to a different spot.
It takes, there was 20 minutes between each match of just clean up and set up. So we got to watch some sweet fail videos. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. And just to watch them fumble around.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing? Like, I know it's fucking rinky-dink a little bit.
Is there not one person in control? Just say, Steve, get on the glass. Lois, you're on thumbtacks. Brittany, put on the goddamn work boots we got you. You're in flip-flops, hon. That's not going to work. You're going to get cut.
Put on socks at least.
Yeah. Somebody wipe up all the dry blood, please. What do you think the cleanup afterwards is like? Because there's also, what I noticed right away, they go over the ropes quite a bit and through the ropes. There's not even carpeting on the outside. It's just bare
which is easier
tile.
to clean up.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I was, yeah. What do you think the cleanup's like?
It's a long evening or the next day, for sure. They're probably doing it right now.
And they got to bleach the whole thing, too, right? With all the blood.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dry blood just out on the floor. Because some guys were squirting.
Oh. Get cut.
I think I've seen bloodier matches. I've seen... There wasn't a
Yeah, but I've shown you
blood.
bloody
Yeah.
So then we go on to the semifinals. You got John Wade Murdoch and Fork guy Eric Ryan. And they had like light tube like castles or like log cabins kind of built.
They're everywhere. The whole goddamn ring. Was that the match with the wheel of light tubes as well?
I think so.
Yeah, that was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
They had that together nice. And sometimes too, they would smack each other, and the light tubes wouldn't always break. Sometimes when they put they tape the bundles together, it wouldn't always break. It probably hurt more when they didn't break.
The worst thing I've seen when I was at Tournament Death 10, Necro Butcher was fighting Matt Tremont.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever, they grab like some guy's like beer bottle.
Oh, fuck.
And Necro goes to hit Matt Tremont in the head with the beer bottle, right? And it goes, hits him and it goes, dink.
Wow, you just
It was
know
way
that
worse.
You know that, yeah.
The whole crowd was just like, oh, fuck.
Concussion.
Like,
Concussion.
that's way worse.
When it breaks, it's like the bottle's absorbing all the impact, right?
Oh, I just, dink. Ugh.
Oh, that sounded, yeah. I just heard a part of his brain liquefy.
Then we go on to Dale Patrick's, who's got one eye, versus Shellac.
And Shellac, I love one of his moves, like a flaming elbow.
Yeah.
Lights his elbow pad on fire and does a sick elbow drop. Nice.
That was awesome.
I like Shellac a lot. I like his whole fucking thing. He seems legit crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he just looks fucking nuts. A lot of these guys are nuts, but maybe don't seem like nice guys.
Yeah.
You know, Shellac looks crazy.
He's
Just
like missing some
tattooed
teeth.
head to toe, missing his front teeth.
Yoked.
Yeah, just yoked. 5'9".
Yeah, he's not super tall. But a powerhouse. I bet he's like legit strong too.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I could take him.
Yeah, right. Oh, here we go. Schlack's nuts. He'd just bite you in the face probably.
Yeah, I know. But he doesn't have teeth.
Just take a chunk out. That's why it would hurt, because a couple teeth he has would be sharper. Less
right.
tooth surface area biting you.
Yeah, Shellac, awesome. One thing, there's this guy who got injured and wasn't in the tournament. His name's Nick Gage.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
It was a bummer. Nick Gage is awesome.
Yeah. And again, legit psycho.
Legit psycho. Went to prison.
Yep. Armed robbery.
Almost killed David Arquette in the ring.
Part of that was Arquette's fault.
Well, most of it was.
98%.
But still, went viral.
Yep.
Actually, Nick Gage was Sports Illustrated releases every year a top 10 wrestlers of the year. He was number 10 this year.
Holy shit.
Probably the
Nick,
biggest like independent wrestler.
pro trans.
Yeah.
He will fuck you up for trans rights.
Google Nick Gage trans cameo.
Yep.
The funniest.
Honest. That felt honest too, though.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's just doing like saying I'm pro trans for just
been in prison.
to look good.
met some trannies.
He doesn't put on airs for fucking anybody.
Yeah.
I think he really fights for human rights, as he says.
I want to get a Nick Gage cameo.
Fuck you.
I want to get a Nick Gage cameo.
Get a Nick Gage tattoo.
No.
Yeah.
Do a hometown dudes like cameo.
We should. Yeah. We should look at that.
You ever look at cameo?
I wonder how much like a cameo from Nick Gage would
I
be.
think it's only like $50.
That's worth $50 all day, every day.
Dude, some of the people you can get on there, you can get Fernando Alonso there.
Oh no
He has
way!
cameos, yeah. I think his is like $150.
Does he show you his bird?
I guess you could ask.
Yeah. Do a bird cameo.
Cameo is cool, man. I like that idea.
that's neat.
So then, the finals, Shellac versus Fork Guy in a barbed wire cage death match.
Yeah, and they took a good 45 minutes to set up this barbed wire cage.
Right.
Made it 2x4s and what looked like painter's tape, we thought. It turned out they were ratchet straps. This cage is not well constructed.
It's a wooden cage, but like, they're not even using 2x4s.
No, but the cool thing was they had the light tubes like hanging from like a structure up top.
And the first minute, they just grab all the light tubes and like
Just take turns batting each other with
with
it, right?
base
Yeah, that
fucking
was...
light tubes, like 20 light tubes in 1 minute.
And Schlatt gets thrown at the turnbuckle, and Fort Guy throws a bunch of like light tubes on him, goes to the opposite turnbuckle, and he's going to do like that Rob Van Dam thing where he jumps off and kicks. Yeah. But they got this fucking shittily built wooden structure above him, and when he jumps to do the kick, he smacks his head on one of the crossbeams.
Still makes it though.
He still, he totally pulls the move off. It's just so funny. It's so funny. That made me laugh because I wasn't expecting to laugh too much, other than like us joking around and shit talking and stuff.
Yeah,
I was expecting.
Watching the fucking monkeys try to clean the ring.
Well, I didn't expect to laugh so much at that either.
Funny.
And then the head smack was pretty good because it was just hard enough to be like, yeah, he felt that, but wouldn't. I mean, that guy's been taking needles to the face all day, so he's probably wouldn't hurt him that much.
What do you think out of the death matches you've seen? What do you think is like the grossest thing you've seen? When something stands out, you're like, oh fuck.
The grossest? Oh, I don't really. Oh, I do know what was the grossest. We were talking about that death match where that fella had those little metal spikes driven into his skull, and they were sticking in there. Yeah, it was.
The Kenzans, they're called. Yeah,
yeah.
They pull them out. Oh.
You could see the hole. Yeah, that's
pretty gross.
That was pretty gross, I think.
That's really gross. I've seen this one. This guy used hypodermic needles, and he put it through a guy's cheek.
You showed me that.
Yeah.
You showed me that. Yes. Oh, that was.
And he was like, because he put like whatever saline solution in it, and like he's squirting it out. There's another one, classic. It's like Tournament of Death 2 or 3. Oh, Sexy Eddie
from
Montreal cuts a thing in his arm, and it literally squirting blood, like squirting.
Yeah.
Like, and he just looks at the camera, it's squirting, and he just starts drinking it.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that. That's pretty gross.
That's one of the first deathmatch I ever saw. I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, do you remember the first, like, when you got introduced to deathmatch?
So, when CD Plus was still around.
Oh, shit, okay, so it's going back a ways.
We had a couple buddies that worked there, and they would call me when different wrestling DVDs would come in, and they thought I'd like. So I could go down, and they had Best of Deathmatch Wrestling Volume 2.
Yeah.
And most of it is like Combat Zone Wrestling Tournament of Death matches, like best of. And yeah, so that was the first one.
You popped that bad boy in?
The first match is Nick Gage, a Nick Gage match.
And it kind of captured you right away.
And then, like, I think the second match is that Sexy Eddie one.
And
then I think the third one's like Necro Butcher, and I was like, whoa.
This is great.
And then I think like maybe 2 years later, I was at Tournament of Death.
Yeah, it's pretty, like not everybody likes Tournament of Death stuff, even like some of our wrestling friends. But it's I enjoy it. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to watch as much as you. I don't think, but
I don't watch that much. Like So this is the first time King of the Death matches from IWA Mid-South is the company.
Right.
It's the first time they've done like their whatever internet pay-per-view or like whatever you want to call it, right? So, but I watched this, and GCW Game Changer Wrestling does like that's the other death match one we saw on like Casino Boat.
Right. Nice.
That's typically better.
Yeah.
Like the quality of wrestling's a little up, but these guys were fucking killing each other, man.
I was pretty goddamn entertained last night. I'll tell you that.
Eric Ryan, Fork Guy was the winner.
Yep.
Chicanery.
Bit of fuckery. A lot of fuckery.
Yeah. Ricky Shane Page came in, fucked shit up.
Yeah. That little weirdo guy was there too, fucking shit up.
How do you explain
comes
this
to the ring
luck?
smoking, so I'm into
cool.
it. What was his name again? Fuck.
I don't even know.
It's something fun though. He had a funky name.
He was
Crazy Murray
weird
or something.
Looking.
Yeah, he was. He was like only 20, but looked 41.
Yeah, he had a bald spot.
He was 5'4".
Look, his body was, his legs were so skinny.
Toothpick legs. It's almost like he was in a wheelchair for all of his life, so his leg muscles were totally dead and useless.
I think they were small too. Like they were skinny, but also tiny.
And just got to walk like last year and decided, well, now that I can walk, I can deathmatch wrestle.
Deathmatch wrestle.
I don't know. He was weird looking. I came up with a sweet wrestling character for myself if I was going to do deathmatch wrestling.
Yeah.
Because it seems like there's no rules with character having to censor yourself.
No. Fuck no.
My character, piss.
There's no sense. Like, that's pretty good.
Piss. And I come down with a piss jug. So when I fuck you up, I pour piss all in your cuts.
Oh, that was one thing they brought out. They had
lemon juice.
They had lemon juice.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Some guy got in his eye, too.
Night one, they had salt. Nice.
And they brought out all the. They had like a little battle royale with like the night one losers.
Yeah.
BC Killer.
She's barely walk.
Good name though.
Is it?
Casanova. That BC, dude. He was in there.
What's BC stand for?
Big cock. Big cock killer.
Can't.
He only kills guys with big cocks, or he has a big cock and he kills.
Yeah, I can't beat that. And yeah, a guy we saw at the Super Kick show over SummerSlam weekend, Casanova Valentine, the hipster heartthrob.
Oh yeah, he had that. What do you have tangled up on? He had like barbed wire all tangled up into.
He got thrown into like a barbed wire light tube thing, and when he got up, the barbed wire had stuck in his hair, obviously, but then like he was wearing like a necklace of light tubes.
Yeah. Do you think he knew about the barbed wire and that he's like, okay, that is kind of cool that I have it trapped up in my hair and
100%.
I'll still work it?
100%.
Or is he so in the moment and
He
not
knows.
feeling pain that he doesn't know it's there?
He noticed, and then eventually, like, the ref was finally like, we need to cut the glove.
Yeah,
like,
you're
the
getting-
light tube part off. We'll leave the barbed wire in.
You're getting tangled up, son.
But,
You're going to
like,
get, like, your throat slashed.
That was the issue, right? So.
That shit happens, right? People get slashed up all the time.
Oh, man, I saw one a few weeks ago, and the guy wasn't wearing, he was doing a death match, wasn't wearing any wrist tape.
Whoops. You got to tape up the arteries.
Lord.
Was squirting?
Hey, he got pretty bloody. It was pretty early on, too.
Deathmatch wrestling, man, yeah. I was surprised.
It's crazy. It's just like a lot of wrestling, like pundits or like just people in the business look down quite a bit at deathmatch wrestling.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a different vibe.
Sure.
It's like, you know, you got fucking, okay, you can have a cruiserweight match. You can have more like a main event style, which is like slower paced, you know, a little more plotting. You can have death matches, man.
Why not?
John Moxley, one of the biggest wrestlers in the world right now. This is where he came from.
That's awesome.
So,
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. We just lost a deathmatch wrestler not too long ago. Danny Havoc died.
Because
Wife
of
died of
abuse?
cancer.
Oh.
And then he killed himself.
That's dark. That's upsetting.
Uptown dudes.